Square. 4, 5.
What happened?
Well, stupid ball link on the carburetor popped off.
Where is it at?
That little sucker right there, I've already put it back on. Yeah.
So how'd my race go?
What race? Popped off before the race even started.
Yeah.
I'm surprised she hasn't cut my throat already. But on a good note, it didn't break. Because last time I put that ball link on, I over-tightened it and it broke. So I had to order a new one. That's the new one, but I didn't want to break it naturally, so I was ginger when I tightened it. Evidently, I was a little too ginger because it popped off. Now, this is after a full day of racing in Channel Islands, so...
Not really, because my car kept breaking.
Well, at least that was just tire rods and stuff. But yeah. Yeah. So yeah. I've already put it back on. I tightened it a little more than I probably wanted to right now, but it's on there. And it's not broke. So theoretically, it shouldn't pop off again.
How'd your race go?
Well, I'm currently sitting TQ. Car ran great. The car drove phenomenal. The track's hooked up. Like really hooked
How
up.
did you get your car to drive great?
Well, I drove her car earlier for some tuning laps and noticed that it had like a lot of steering and the car just felt great. And our cars are virtually identical setup wise. So I was looking at her car trying to figure out, well, how does she have all the steering? Because her car will just turn on a freaking dime. The only difference was she has a 2.3 sway bar up front and a 2.4 in the back. And I had a 2.4 and a 2.5. So I changed the sway bars, put the 2.3 and the 2.4 on mine. Oh my gosh, it made a huge difference. My car turns on a dime, turns too good right now. I had so much traction out there, the car was a little nervous. It was a little too twitchy, so I think I'm going to make a small adjustment to take a little steering out of it. But other than that, car felt great. I'm sitting TQ right now. And
Well, if my car stays together, I'll
she's
fix
probably gonna
that
kick
for
my
you.
ass. Yeah, I was traction rolling everywhere. So I'm going to have to lower the ride height a little bit and maybe stand the shocks up a little bit.
Do the thing.
All right, well, we got some stuff to fix, tires to clean. So we'll be back at you after round 2.
Second qualifier.
Well, second qualifier kicked off. And, well, actually didn't even kick off for Cali. What happened in second qualifier? Oh, yeah. The ball link popped off the carburetor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so she didn't even start the race. And I TQ'd again in the second round. But, yeah, the ball link popped off her carburetor, so she didn't even get to start the race. And then, so put the ball link back on, tightened it a little more this time. Thank my lucky stars it didn't break like the last one did. And then something started slipping in her car. We're about to take it apart right now. I don't know if it's a ring and pinion or... I felt it in the beginning when we got there, and it kind of felt like the clutch was slipping. The motor was just kind of screaming, and it didn't have much power. So I yanked out the engine and tore the clutch off of it, and the clutch looked great. It still looked new. But I put a new clutch on it anyway, put new bearings in the clutch bell, and put it back together, and it was still doing it. So it's has to be in one of the diffs. But yeah, it was acting kind of weird. I tuned it and threw it out there and started driving it around, and the tune sounded great, but the car just didn't have any power. It was like the motor's screaming and the car's not going anywhere. And I thought, well, damage is done, so just run it anyway. But she goes and throws it out there, and whatever was slipping stopped slipping, and then the engine was too rich, so it was just crapping out the whole time she was driving it and had no power. So.
And then it eventually just shut off.
Did it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, eventually flamed out. It was too rich, so I don't know. We're gonna take it apart right now and try to find out what the heck's going on. This car has been a nightmare ever since we got it. Side note though, my car ran great, drove great. As usual. This kid, Logan Torres is his name. We had a pretty epic battle in the main. I TQ'd, I started first, he was right behind me. But man, he was fast. Kid was fast. Took me almost the whole race to run him down. And when I finally did, he wrecked in front of me, and I bumped him. The marshal like started to grab his car, and what he should have done was just let me go. But he moved Logan's car, and I tried to go. My car flipped over. He set Logan's car down, flipped my car over facing the opposite direction of where you would normally drive on the track. And so I had to turn around and then go, and I ended up getting second place. So had I have been marshaled properly, things could have been different. But that's what happens. You race, and sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. You gotta take the good with the bad, and that's what we do. So we'll get them next time. But yeah, we got some work to do on this turd, and hopefully we can get it fixed and not have these issues anymore. That'd be nice.
Beat my 4-wheel over there.
Yeah, we haven't touched our 10 scales since LSR. Those aren't much fun anymore. But
Do the thing.
yeah, time to get to work. So alright, YouTubers, y'all know what to do. Like, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell. Keep watching our videos, because you know we have the best RC videos out there. So alrighty, y'all have a great weekend. We're gonna get to work.